What's up, everybody? Back with another classic, True to the Game by Teri Woods. The Way Players Play. Jarrell Jackson was riding through Mount Airy in his brand new black Jaguar. Mafia 65 read the license plate. He had blown up, and in such a short period of time. He knew he was making enemies, but for some reason he didn't fear them or care. He checked the time. 45 minutes late, he thought, thanks to some girl he ran across at the bus stop needing a ride. He gave her a ride, too. Went inside the house, talked to the girl for a few minutes, had his way with her, then stepped off into the sunlight. It didn't matter, though. Girls would sit around and wait for him all day if they knew they wanted to see him. And they did want to see him, be it for the money, be it for his car, be it for who he really was. For whatever reason, they was trying hard to see the boy. Jarrell had a magnificent home up in Monticello County, complete with marble floors and waterfalls. Jarrell pulled into the long, narrow driveway of perfectly landscaped grounds. Everybody was there. He could tell by all the foreign vehicles sitting in his driveway. "Yo, I'm here," he said, coming through the door. They were surrounding a pizza, which had just been delivered. Everybody shook hands as usual, and Jarrell sat himself down and grabbed his slice. "What's up?" Rand asked. "Man, I don't know. You tell me." "Everything is rolling smooth." "Money's right," Sam added. "People are buying weight," Rand informed. "Everything is fine," said Kyrie, taking a bite of pizza. Jarrell finished the mouthful he had and told him about Quadir's retirement. He was just trying to get rid of the last little bit of stuff he had. That's why wasn't no coke moving, remember? The motherfucker was selling keys for 10 G's. "Quadir ain't quitting, is he?" asked Rand. "That's what the word is on the street." Jarrell took another bite. "Nah," he said, standing up. "If Quad has stopped, that means you know who was going to take his place," he said, pointing at Rand. "Reek," Rand shouted, as if he scored points for the right answer. "Exactly, which means Reek now has his plus Quadir's piece of the pie." "Reek's supposed to be real upset about Black. He told Lita that we was behind it, so now she's talking about don't call for a while. She'll just bring Kyrie to my mom's house. Man, I don't know what Reek is calling himself doing with my son, you know?" "Wait a minute. What did he tell Lita?" Rand asked. "He told her that we was behind Black's party and Black getting killed," said Kyrie. "Like he knows something don't nobody else do." Rand laughed. "What else he had to say?" "That's it." "I doubt if he would tell Lita anything he was gonna do with her having my son, you know," Kyrie said. "Man, he would tell her. The question is, would she tell you?" Jarrell interrupted. Kyrie looked at him. Jarrell looked around the room like a general commanding an invasion. "Let's kidnap 40. Jarrell waited for the repercussion. "Kidnap? Why do you want to kidnap him?" Kyrie asked. "Who running this shit?" Jarrell just looked at him. He hated the way Kyrie always had something to say behind him. Kyrie, as well as the others, sat around in silence trying to figure out what Jarrell was talking about. There was no need in asking, because if he wanted you to know, he would let you know. It was Christmas Eve. Club Phoenix was packed. Everyone was dressed to impress and the champagne was flowing. The night was going well. Reek was out with Lita, of course. Reek didn't travel far. Lita didn't let him. Amin and Zafa were there. Charlie and 40 were standing in the corner talking to Jamal and some girls. Reek couldn't help himself. He had to walk over. There were girls there. The Muslim brothers arrived like the mob in long coats and brim hats, surrounding Amin as if they were his bodyguards. Brother Ramzadin, Brother Ramir, and Brother Muhammad were all there. Winston and Blair were over at the bar. Tracy had called Gina to see if she was coming to the Christmas Eve party, but she and Qua had decided to spend the evening at home. Tracy, being as single as she was, couldn't have stayed away from that party if she wanted to. Everybody was there, even the city's football and basketball players. The radio personalities were transmitting live from the party. Andrea, Veronica, Bridget, and Kim were standing together at the open champagne bar, trying to get with somebody else's man. Tracy knew Lita couldn't stand none of them, especially Veronica. As the evening went on, everybody danced and had a good time. Lita mingled while keeping a real close eye on Reek, never losing sight of him for more than a few seconds. Amin and Zafa sat at the table. Occasionally, Amin would talk to a girl, but it must not have been anything, because his wife was sitting right next to him. Kim was dancing with Jamal. Lord, thought Tracy, Gina really needs to be here. Jamal was all over Kim, and vice versa. Some girls acted like they didn't care if guys felt all over their bodies when they danced, but Tracy didn't think it was right. When she was dancing, she wouldn't let no stranger touch her like that. When she was slow dragging and felt their dick getting hard, she would walk off the dance floor. She hated that, especially when it was some broke ass nigga trying to get his groove on the dance floor. Men, they're so desperate. Guess who? A man said from behind her, covering her eyes. I don't know. Who do you want it to be? Dr. Dre. Oh, you just straight played yourself with that one, sis, Quinny Day said, uncovering her eyes. No, baby, you know I was just joking, she said, really wishing it was Dr. Dre. No, you wasn't, but it's cool. Quinny Day was standing there in front of her looking too good. I'm joking, Quinny Day. You know who I'm trying to see, said Tracy. You, boy. You. Don't be playing games, Tracy. Quinny, please, you know I take you personal. Hi, Quinny Day. Tracy heard a girl's voice and turned to see Bridget. She looked horrible. Her outfit was cheap, her makeup looked worn, and she had bags under her eyes. After Quinny brushed her off, he and Tracy looked at each other. Damn, she needs to find another fool, like Black had to be to fuck with her trick ass. 'Cause sis is going down, Quinny said, looking at Tracy real serious. I heard the money ain't been right since Black got killed, Tracy said. Her simple retarded ass should have something, he said. Like he had a will? He didn't bequeath nothing to her. Huh? Said Quinny Day. I said he didn't leave her anything. So why did he have to leave her anything? She should have saved something for a rainy day. Come on, you females aren't slow, just stupid. Yo, would Gina be messed up? Quinny Day asked. No, of course not. Okay then. Besides, if Black didn't leave her nothing, she got herself. If I was a woman, there wouldn't be no way my black ass would ever be broke. Reek was on the dance floor with some girl. He was getting drunk, but he hadn't lost his mind yet. Of course, Lita was walking around looking for him. Veronica, a true blue slut with a capital S on her chest, danced with another guy over to the right of him. She always thought that she was playing somebody, but the truth of the matter was, she wasn't playing nobody but herself. Rick took a closer look, and damn if it wasn't 40 dancing with her. Hey, 40, he called out. Veronica didn't look, 'cause she had already spotted Reek and knew how he was. They were straight up playing on the dance floor. Reek couldn't help but watch them. Most people couldn't do nothing but watch them. Veronica and 40 was doing some serious grinding out there. And the thing about it was that while she was dancing with him, another guy on the dance floor came and danced behind her, even pushed up next to her while she was already pressed up on 40. Girls couldn't stand Veronica, and guys were always in her face but talked about her behind her back like she was nothing. Trying to tell Veronica about herself was a waste of energy. She liked getting attention so much that you could tell that's really what she was after. Someone to look at her. And that's exactly what guys did. Look at her. Play mind games on her and always give her attention. The kind of attention that she really didn't need. 40 was all over her. Rasson thought he was getting ready to pull up her skirt and start fucking her. He'd already flashed her tit to everybody on the dance floor. The girl was drunk and she needed somebody to take her ass home. Andrea, Bridget, and the friend she came with knew that she was drunk because she was at the bar drinking up 40 champagne like she never had it before. 40, I gotta go outside. I need some air. Veronica was flashing hot and felt like she was gonna faint. Well, come on. He helped her fix herself and got her outside. Come on here. My Jeep is parked right over there. Come on. Veronica tried to get herself together, but she felt so light, so out of touch, that she just couldn't walk without holding on to him. 40's Jeep was parked way in the back of the club. Damn, 40, I thought you said it was right outside. He took her to his Jeep. Once he helped her inside, he rolled the window down. If you start to feel sick, just open the door, he said, not wanting her to throw up in his Jeep. Here, let me move the seat back for you, he said, playing with the control panel on the far side of her seat. Suddenly, Veronica was prone, but she hadn't felt a thing. She just thought it was part of the headspin. She wished it would go away. Everything felt dizzy, and when she closed her eyes, it was worse. She didn't feel 40's fingers running along her inner thigh, and by the time she noticed anything, he was already pushing her legs apart, getting her skirt out the way, moving into place with a big, fat, juicy dick sticking into the air. It was too late. 40 had his shit out, her panties down with a condom on, and was ready to go to work. Veronica was too far gone to put up a fight, just to raise her arm and mutter, "No." Took too much effort. 40 kept his head up to make sure he didn't get caught doing what he was doing. Veronica wasn't really moving, but she was breathing, eyelids opening and closing in slow motion, only the white showing. 40 couldn't believe how easy it was. He was used to having to buy a big-ass pair of gold earrings or something, but this was just too fucking easy. Veronica was too weak to hold her arm up. She couldn't tell him to stop, couldn't hold him off of her. He was pounding her little ass to death. When he was done, he took a rag from the back seat and wiped himself. He tried to get Veronica to get up, but she just moaned. He checked his Rolex. Wasn't much time left. He pulled her underwear up off the floor and pulled her dress down enough to cover her panties and went back to the party. Nobody seemed to miss him. "Where's Veronica, 40?" said Andrea. "She's out in the car. She ain't feel good. Hey, I can't take the girl home, so don't leave her." 40, you ain't shit, Andrea said as she headed for the lobby. Whatever. Your girlfriend gonna be assed out if you leave her. Think I'm playing?" He hollered back. Jarrell walked out in the lobby where Rand was talking to some girl. "Yo, what up? You ready or what?" "Man, chill. I got this shit under control. There's a car waiting outside." "All right, I'm out." "What's the matter?" Andrea asked, sensing something was going on. "Nothing. He's just ready to go, that's all," Rand answered. "So we gonna get together or what?" "Yeah," said Andrea. "Well, write down your number so I can call you." "Can't we go get breakfast? This is almost over." Everybody was pairing off for the night, but it looked like Andrea would have to seek a meal somewhere else. "I can't, baby. I got shit to do. I wish I could, but I can't. I'll make it up to you. We'll get a nice lobster dinner, okay?" he said, slipping her number into his pocket. "I'll see you later. Don't give nobody none either." "Who?" she said, looking confused. "You know, that nigga you gonna get to take you to get breakfast." Wasn't nothing slow about Rand. "Damn," he said, thinking about the pussy he could have gotten instead of having to take care of shit for Jarrell. 40 caught up with Andrea and Bridget and walked them over to his Jeep to help Veronica. She was out cold. Her skirt was on the floor of the Jeep, and from the waist down, she was completely exposed. "What did you do to her?" Bridget asked. "I didn't do that. That was not how I left her," he said. "This don't make no sense." Andrea got her friend up and out of the drunken sleep she was in. Veronica didn't know what the fuck was going on. Andrea pulled her skirt up and put her panties in her pocketbook. Bridget came around with the car, and Andrea helped Veronica get into the back seat. 40 stood a few feet away, talking with some girl as if nothing had happened.